Hey, it's John at Happy Wife Acres, and today we're tapping maple trees. Gonna get some maple syrup for home use. I say home use because I'm not like one of the big guys that are collecting thousands and thousands of gallons. I'm only gonna make probably 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons of maple syrup for us to use the whole rest of the year. So the equipment's quite a bit different for a homesteader. I got a bunch of buckets, got a drill, 3/8 inch bit, got a rubber mallet, and I have these hoses with these plastic taps that you can buy online. So the taps are just hooked to rubber hoses, and they go into a T, then it will go into a bucket. It's got a lid with a little hole in it. This is a silver maple. It doesn't have quite as much sugar as the sugar maple, but it's a lot. They say the syrup from this tastes a whole lot better than the sugar maple. You want to tap when your temperatures go above and below freezing during the day and night. You want to look for one of these big roots right here, kind of follow up and drill. I'll do another one over here, drill, and then come down to the bucket. Normally this activity starts around Valentine's Day, but we've had some weird weather and we're getting above and below freezing temperatures in January. So, hey, here we are. Kind of at a downward angle coming out of the tree. Hopefully you can see this, but this is already wet. Yeah, it's already weeping. So that's a really good sign. I'm gonna put a tap in there. Shove in the tap. Give it a tap. Put a lid on this bucket. This lid has a little hole. Just put the hose through the hole. I snapped the lid on, but there's the final configuration. You can see clearly. You want to try and do this on the south side of the tree because that's where you're going to get the most sun. And there's Flop. Come on, baby. Good girl. Yeah, you're looking for free food, aren't you? You monitor my activities and tell me if I'm doing something wrong, okay? If you get the taps just right, you probably fill this bucket up 5 gallons or so in a day. Check it every day, empty it, put the bucket back. Look at this hole right here. All I did was drill it. It's just dripping away. This is a tree that started leaking out as soon as I drilled it. Look at this. It hadn't been 30 minutes. And look at that, already in the bottom. So this thing will probably be mostly filled by morning. I'll go around, I'll collect them up, and then we'll start boiling sap on our new Gas 1 propane burner. So I was able to collect about 7 gallons from a couple of trees. We got our Gas 1 propane burner going, and we're just pouring in the rest. I'm going to set my timer for about an hour, and then come out, check, see where it is, and probably set it for another hour or two. I brought over the windbreak. It's not very windy on the back porch, but I know this will help hold in some of the heat, make it a little more efficient. Here's your pro tip. Use your phone as a timer. I know you're gonna say, oh, I won't forget. Yeah, you will. And I could go on for the next 10 minutes about what happens when you do forget. It ain't pretty. At the end of 2 hours, it's already down about 3 inches. The longer this goes, the faster it will evaporate. After about 5 to 6 hours of boiling, this is all I have left. So now I'm going to transfer it to the stove and boil it inside where I can control it a lot better. In a couple hours on the stove, you can start to see the bubbles right there in the center. That's a good sign. Pretty soon they're going to cover the entire surface. Out of the 7 gallons, this is what we got left. You see the bubbles coming up all over. That's one sign that you're so close. Another is you should be 5 degrees above your boiling temperature. This is 221. So we are above that. And the final one, get your spoon wet, let it drip. And that last drop is just going to hang right there. There it is. This syrup is ready for prime time. We're going to shut this off. We're going to run it through a tea towel and put it in a bottle. There are particulates that are in here. They call it niter. It's just what is fallen out. So we're gonna just pour it into this tea towel, and that will filter it out quite well. Do not use coffee filters. You'll never get the job done. It will slowly drain through, and we'll stick it in a bottle. There she is, nice and dark. In the end, I did get about 22 ounces, what I had estimated. Go make some maple syrup. It's not that difficult. It is time consuming. I want to thank my friends at Gas One for sending the propane burner for us to try out. It is going to be a welcome addition to the homestead. Check these guys out. I will leave a link down in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon on the homestead. Bye.